Saw one example right there. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into it.
This is caught inside the 15. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They'll fire out. It's a big game. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Strong. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Strong. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. That changed the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack, after you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mayfield on play action. 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down. Strong. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Here's Hardman to return. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Setting up the screen, Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They run the counter with Cook. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Here's Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Looking to throw. Strong. It's complete. Burks. Oh, what a move. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
The Broncos at 2-10 now on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Strong. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Strong. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's always been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he's got some space here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Strong. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Mayfield. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Mayfield now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him, but at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
James Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Rosas good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Mayfield to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. Got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves. And
is caught,
big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Find that throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Well, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cook up the gut. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
To throw on third down. Strong. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Left side, Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring on some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mayfield to throw. He's got McBride.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Baker.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They need